As I left Knossos Palace, I made my way to Archanes, a village belonging to the region of Temenos, which has been inhabited for over 5,000 years. Archanes has retained its name for thousands of years and is believed to have been the summer palace of the kings of Knossos. Archanes is characterized by great agricultural, cultural, and tourist development. The village has been restored with European Union and private funds and has been awarded second place for the best restored village in Europe and first place in long-term development prospects. As with almost every town in Greece, Archanes has beautiful old churches, a bell tower, city hall, and a tall clock tower which always lets you know if you're late. The village people are proud of their successful efforts to keep the village alive, clean, traditional, and beautiful. And of course, are very friendly.
Καλημέρα, καλημέρα.
Καλώς ήρθατε.
βρήκα.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How it was your trip?
It was great.
Good.
What a wonderful village is that, Anna. And I can see a lot of old, wonderful buildings, huh? What about this building we are right now?
This is a very old house, 200 years old, which is a member of historic hotels of Greece, Iades. Eva, we have a lot of visitors here from all over the world.
I guess they come to feel and taste the ancient Archanes, right?
You are right, you are right. By the way, right now we have somebody from the States.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
you're from the States?
Yes.
Harika.
Diego, it's so nice to meet you. What are you
Yes.
doing here?
Well, I'm in Archanes because it's a beautiful place to visit for its rich history, but, and also it's a great place to explore if you're a foodie or like me if you're a chef.
You're a chef?
Yes, I am.
What do you do?
Well, I mostly make desserts, and in fact, I'm going to be making a dessert from my cookbook later today with the anthotiro.
I would love to see how it's made.
Oh, you should. I'd love to have you make it with me.
It's a great idea, huh?
Sure.
Marisa Churchill is going to show us now how to make cheesecake with a twist. What's the twist, Marisa?
Well, we're actually going to do a couple of twists today. First of all, believe it or not, this is going to be a sweet and skinny cheesecake from my cookbook, Sweet and Skinny. And then since we are here in the lovely island of Crete, we are going to be making the goat cheese cheesecake with anthotiro. What we're going to need today is the reduced fat cream cheese, a little bit of sugar, our anthotiro, some buttermilk, some eggs, and then we're also going to use just the egg whites to make a meringue. I'll talk you through that. We have some milk and some ground up graham cracker crumbs.
Sounds good.
And then we're going to garnish it with some pistachios, a little bit of honey and lavender syrup, and some pears, or when they're in season in the summertime, you can also do it with fresh figs.
Sounds
That
good
sounds so
also.
delicious, yeah.
Shall we start?
Yes, let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and take our reduced fat cream cheese and our sugar, and we're going to put them into the bowl, and then we're going to go ahead and mix these just for a couple of minutes, just until they blend together. And then we're going to go ahead and take our anthotiro. The anthotiro is one of my favorite Greek cheeses, so I'm so excited that we're using this today.
Mine as well. I love it.
Now we are going to add in the buttermilk, and again we'll blend. Perfect, and now we're ready for our egg. So now we're going to go ahead and carefully break our eggs into the bowl, and then we're going to carefully remove the yolks. We want to be sure not to break the yolks, because if you get any fat into the egg whites, they won't whip up into a lovely meringue. So that's
see.
very important.
Okay.
And then once we've cleaned our mixer, we're going to go ahead and mix them again. You can see that after a couple of minutes, they've whipped up nice, light, and fluffy. Right, so now we are ready to fold them into the cheesecake batter. So we'll just put these right in here. Carefully blend them. Now we're ready to make the crust.
Let's do it.
This is one of my favorite recipes because it's so simple. All you do is you take some graham crackers, add just a little bit of milk into the ground up crumbs, just enough so that it's almost like a little bit of damp sand when you go to the beach.
I see.
All you want to do is have it so that it holds a little bit in your hand, but it doesn't need to hold together all the way. We just take this and we sprinkle it into the pan, and then we're just going to gently spread this out with our hand. Now all we have to do is pour our cheesecake batter on top of the crust.
It looks so nice, Melissa. I cannot wait to try it. And since it's guilt-free as well, oh my God.
I know, the perfect way to enjoy dessert without having to worry about it, not feeling guilty. And now we have to bake the cheesecake.
How long do we need to bake it for?
For about 45 minutes, so we still have a little waiting before we get to enjoy it.
I can wait 45 minutes.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Our cheesecake is now done, so we are ready to garnish it and serve it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these sliced pears, I'll place those nicely on top, and then we're going to drizzle just a little bit of the lavender honey syrup on top, and then we'll garnish it with a few little pieces of pistachio. That's always nice because it gives it a little crunch too, adds a little bit of contrasting texture. And then if you want, you can put just a few little lavender blossoms, just more for decoration than for flavor. You don't want to put too much.
It looks awesome.
You want to try it?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Just some antotiro, light cream cheese, meringue. You see how light it makes it with the meringue, and you can still taste the antotiro. Guilt-free.
Marisa, congratulations. You have to try this at home.
I was told of a hidden gem of a restaurant that serves authentic Cretan cuisine, and I didn't waste any time to check it out.
Chef Dimitris of Kritamon restaurant is a native of Archanes who makes daily trek to the mountains to gather herbs and ingredients for his restaurant.
Chef Dimitri showed me a variety of local Archanes recipes, but the most impressive dish for me was chochli boubouristy, which is simply escargot, and I couldn't believe how simple it was to make. Over high heat, you start by covering the bottom of a sauté pan with layer of sea salt. Next, Chef Dimitri added the escargot face down, or boubourista, and we let it cook until we saw the salt start to become a rich golden brown color. Next, we added olive oil.
I think now it's the time for the rosemary.
And lastly, we added vinegar, and we let this cook for exactly 8 minutes, making sure to wait until the very end to stir where the vinegar boiled and started to cover the escargot. Learning how to make chochli was one thing, but eating them, well, this was going to be a first for me.
Tell me.
I don't know. Okay, let's see.
Close your eyes and think food.
It's not bad.
Why not?
I don't know, I was always afraid to try it, but
5,000 years history. Okay? With a good raki, it's the best.
llamas.
Llamas.